a fall core Hallmark movie. The ending made me mad, I can't even lie. Hello, downloaded. Hi you guys, welcome to today's video. I'm so freaking excited because we're going to be doing some cozy fall reading. It is my all-time favorite season to read just because I feel like I thrive during this season, not just because I'm an October baby, but I feel like the books are just better during the fall time. Like, give me all the fantasy, all the cozy, witchy fantasies. I just love everything about this season. What is there not to love? Please tell me. Like, the candles, the decorations, the vibes. You just can't beat it. It's unbeatable. Okay, starting with some of the books that I'm going to be reading in this video. In the Veins of the Drowning. I have not shut up about this. I think I've talked about this in the past 2 videos plus all over my TikTok. It's a Siren romantasy. It's not really a fall book, but I feel like it's the perfect book for this season that's in the middle of summer and fall, because I feel like sirens still give a little bit of summer, but the dark romantasy aspect is giving fall. Eating this up. I've made a pretty good dent into this, but we'll talk about this in a minute. The other book that I'm also reading is A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping by Sangu Mandana. So the first book that she wrote was The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, which I read last year and I absolutely loved it. I just love the found family aspect that she writes into her stories. Also, the way that she writes is just so cozy. It's perfect. It's truly so perfect. The third and final book is Small Town Big Magic by Hazel Beck. Not sure completely what it's about. I do know that it is, again, a cozy witchy book. And those are kind of the vibes that I'm in right now. The fourth book that I am actually in the middle of is The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. And I also do have Gilmore Girls playing. Yeah, I started playing it September 1st. So this is my time to shine. And I'm so excited for this video if you can't tell. I do have only a couple chapters left of In the Veins of the Drowning. So I think we'll finish this together now. Right after reading that one, we're going to dip into A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. I did start already, as you can tell. I feel like we definitely need to make a pumpkin drink, some sort of drink, because I'm craving a fall drink right now. Like, I just need a fall beverage. That's exactly what we should do before we start reading. For you guys. My voice sounds a little hoarse and is very sore right now because I went to Tate McRae's concert last night and I was quite literally screaming my lungs out, and I have not recovered, clearly. And I am probably experiencing the most severe post-concert depression there is, because why did I start looking up how much tickets were in Nashville yesterday? What's wrong with me? Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Some book updates. So I actually started this book a couple of days ago and I read, I want to say maybe 2 or 3 chapters. The first thing I want to say is why the first chapter in particular, I can't remember how long the second chapter was because I could not fathom how long the chapters were. I want to say the first chapter was probably 30 pages long, and we got nowhere. I was like, what are we even talking about here? Because I definitely feel like it was more telling versus showing. I can't even tell you what it was about. Like, what did I just read? I can't even, yeah, I can't even tell you guys. And then I think once I got to the third or fourth chapter, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this. I don't like the writing. I I don't think I liked the main character. I think that was also an issue. I wanted this to be a cozy fantasy, and it definitely was not giving me that in the first couple of chapters. So for that reason, I stopped reading it. And what I usually do whenever I want to feel assertive in how I feel about a book and why I stopped reading it, I typically go in Goodreads and I check the reviews. I'm glad I stopped because it has terrible reviews, and I try not to look at the Goodreads reviews or ratings before picking a book up because I just feel like it's not fair. Not to the author or the book, but I just feel like I've been trying to do less of that. Did that even make sense? I just want to go into a book without knowing what everyone else thinks about it and what the actual rating is, but terrible reviews. So I'm actually very glad that I stopped early on, which is kind of sad because I heard some people like this when I posted about this on TikTok. There was one person who said that she loved the entire series. So kind of a letdown. The writing just wasn't for me, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll not be continuing this. And then we have A Witch's Guide. No. Oh yes. A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. I'm not sure if I talked about what this is about, but our main character, Sarah, she used to be one of the most powerful witches. However, her great aunt ended up passing away and she resurrected her, which in turn made her lose all of her powers, and she got exiled from the guild. Her guild? I think it's the guild. Oh no, her guild. Just the guild, which she got exiled from. And she's running this magical inn, but she ends up finding this spell that could potentially help restore her powers. So that is exactly the story that this is following. There's also a romance plot in this, which I'm not even going to get into because I don't feel like you should ever pick her books up for romance because it's such a small subplot, and I honestly I don't really like the romance that's in here because I feel like it's just thrown in here, and I usually end up not caring about it, just being honest, because I didn't care about it in her last book and I did not care about it in this book either. I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for a cozy fantasy during this time of the season and you want something with a lot of found family. She's very good at writing that sort of plot. As you saw, I finished the book, and due to the ending really irked me. I hated how this ended. I truly feel like I'm about to rate it lower than a 3 stars. I don't even know if this can be a 3 stars. Just because that ending, what the heck was that ending? I was like, that ending made me mad. I can't even lie. I think I'm gonna rate it a 2.75, guys. I also, just being so blunt, this did not keep my attention as much as an irregular, what was it? The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. That one definitely kept my attention more. I also liked those characters more. There was one character in here that I absolutely despised, and if you're reading it, you might know who I'm talking about because I feel like that character was so selfish, and everything that they did, I would not risk anything for that one character. But anyway, it's between a 2.75 or a 3. Yeah. I do want to say though, the cover is so pretty. The pink and the green. It is so, it's so cute. I love it. Okay. I know you guys are probably so sick of me talking about this because I think I've talked about this in the past like 3 vlogs of mine. I did decide to give it a 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. However, with the whole sirens plot, I wish we were more in the water, like the setting was more in the water. I wanted more, basically. That's the only reason why it's not a 5 stars. I love a dark fantasy romance, and if you also like them, I think you will really enjoy this book. I urge you to give it a try, especially if you like Rachel Gillig's books. You will really enjoy this. Which also very excited to read The Night and the Moth this season. I feel like fall is the perfect season to read her books. And as you, oh, you can't really see because my water bottle's in the way. But I loved The Shepherd King duology, so if you have not read those yet, I highly recommend to read them during this season because it's gonna feel so magical. Because I believe I read them late November last year is when I read One Dark Window, And I think I read Two Twisted Crowns in January. Best decision of my life. You guys have probably heard so much about that duology. Everything in that book was so unique. This gave me very similar vibes. Like the way her writing was describing certain things. Like there's one term in One Dark Window that I'll never forget, and it's oily. How someone's voice sounds oily or something just feels oily. It's very dark and mysterious, and this just brought me all the way back to One Dark Window. So anyway, long story short, if you really like those books or if you like those vibes, you will very much enjoy this as well. I don't know if I mentioned, but this is a duology. The second book has not been announced, but the title has. Because actually, fun fact, there is a one chapter blurb, or like, what am I even saying? There is an extra chapter for the new book in the hard copies only. I didn't know that. I thought it was also in the Kindle version, but someone said that it's only in the paperbacks. And if you get a paperback, it's so worth it because that one chapter made me much more excited to read the second book whenever it comes out. It makes a difference. It truly makes a difference because I think I was on the verge of giving this like maybe a 3.5. I just wasn't sure yet, but that one chapter, it really did it for me because I was kind of lost. I can't even lie. I was kind of lost in the last maybe couple of chapters. Those are my thoughts on these 3 books. I need to go to the library and drop these off because the due date is actually today. So thankfully was able to finish this. Also, right after I finished that, I started reading a chapter of The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. And I know everyone says how cheesy it is and how it's so like predictable, blah blah blah. Guys, I'm eating it up. Like that one chapter, or sorry, that 1 hour went by so quick because it felt like I was in a Gilmore Girls episode. I was transported to Stars Hollow, truly. And this is what I was begging for a book to give me, like the feeling of this writing. I loved it. I truly loved it, and I know people are such haters of this book, but I don't care because I want the cheese. Like I want the cheesiness, I want the Hallmark vibes, and if you want those vibes, don't listen to what these people are saying about the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I urge you to also pick it up and read it. It is also available on Prime. If your library doesn't have it, it's on Prime Reading. I don't know what it's called, but available for anyone who has Prime. You don't even have to have KU. So far, loving the vibes. Alright, so I'm on chapter 27, like you guys saw. I only have about an hour left, so I think I'm going to finish that right now. I just wanted to gather my thoughts a little bit of the book so far because I don't think I've talked much about this. My thoughts are I don't have any specifically right now just because it isn't necessarily a thought-provoking book, meaning it's such a mindless book that I don't have any thoughts other than it's very cutesy, cliche. Like I knew the vibes going into this, so I didn't expect much from it. I truly feel like this book is the epitome of fall, and I would only recommend it to you if you're looking for a very, like you want to feel like you're so immersed in fall. When you start reading this book, it's like a black hole of just autumn things. I can see why people would DNF, why they wouldn't enjoy it, but because I'm specifically looking for something to give me the most pumpkin, colorful leaves, coffee, pumpkin spice, yeah, this is gonna do it. This will do it for you. So that's how I'm feeling right now. I also forgot to mention that there is a little aspect of mystery in here, so it's not completely romance. I mean, it's like 85% romance and maybe 15% mystery. If you guys are fans of Gilmore Girls, you will especially like this. If you are not a Gilmore Girls fan, I don't know if you'll like this actually. I haven't tested that theory to see if the people who did not enjoy this also did not enjoy Gilmore Girls. It's funny though, because while I was reading this, I got an email that I was approved for the arc for the gingerbread house. What is it called? The new gingerbread novel that's coming out in this series. It's like gingerbread bakery something. It's the gingerbread one. How many times can I say that word? Anyway, I believe it's coming out this November or maybe this December, but I got approved for the arc. I'm not gonna read it right now just because I'm not in that vibe yet. Maybe I'll do it early November. I just think it was kind of crazy how I decided to read this and I also got approved for the arc while I was reading this. So yeah, that was a little tangent, but just wanted to mention. There's actually another book that I really want to start that is kind of giving me similar vibes to this after reading the blurb of the back of the book, but I'll talk to you guys after I'm done finishing this, and then we'll talk about the new book that I'm really excited about. Okay, so I just finished. I have no thoughts to add to the things that I've said previously other than it was very predictable, very cliche, still really cute. And I feel like it did exactly what it needed to do for me. I wanted to feel the autumn vibes and that's what it gave me. And for that reason, I feel like, okay, there's hair in my mouth. And for that reason, I feel like I would still continue with the series. So yeah, overall, I think I would give it a 3-star rating. I would give it 3 stars. Why did I say it like that? I'm in such an awkward position. Okay, yeah, I think that's a little bit better. I'm done with that book. That was really fun. I've been wanting to read it for quite a while, and I'm glad I did that. Last year, I felt like I was getting FOMO, and I think I got it at the library, but I just didn't have time to finish it. I think I read maybe a chapter or two, but by that time I had to go ahead and return it to the library because it was in such high demand. But yeah, thankfully it was on Prime, so I was able to read it. My voice, you guys, is still gone from the concert. It's been 2 days. Be so serious right now. Yeah, clearing my throat doesn't help either. There's something like, I don't know, can you guys know, like, do you guys notice my voice being different? I feel like it's still a little hoarse. Like I strained a vocal cord or something because I was singing so hard. Anyway, guys. Oh, yes, I came on here to tell you guys my rating and my thoughts, but I also was thinking, you know how there are so many Hallmark movies that are like Christmas themed, but why aren't there any that are fall or like not pumpkin themed necessarily, but just like autumn, like fall core? I want a fall core Hallmark movie. Like, does that already exist and I just don't know it? Like, I don't have the Hallmark channel. There is a channel, right? I'm like tweaking right now, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I feel like when I was trying to watch all the Hallmark Christmas movies, it was mainly on Peacock. As I was reading it though, I was like, wait, I've never seen an autumn themed one. Isn't that so weird? Again, like I was saying, maybe there is one and I just have never heard or seen people talking about it, but let's see. Or is Hallmark just for Christmas? Okay, let's see. I'll screen record this, that way you guys can see with me. So, there definitely are, but not that many. Wow. Okay, so where can I watch these? I wonder if it's on Peacock. Let's see. Or all Hallmark movies. Guys. Oh, okay. You guys can't see it, but oh, why did I not try that sooner? Am I like literally dumb? Apparently it's on Tubi TV and Sling TV, which I'm actually not too familiar with that. Zumo Play, have no idea what that is, but it's also on there. A movie called October Kiss. I'm about to eat these up, guys. I'm not even playing around right now. The Chicken Sisters, I don't know about that one. Falling for Vermont, yeah, I'm about to be all up on these movies. No joke. Okay, wait. They're on YouTube. There's one called An Autumn Romance, and it says full romance movie. It's an hour and 30 minutes long. Guys, should I start watching? Wait, it's also on Prime. Wow. I just entered a whole new realm. I am crying. Okay, I'm gonna start Home for Harvest on Prime Video. See what it's about. It says, a travel writer is surprised to be sent back to the hometown she left heartbroken years back. Why am I reading so slow? Why did that take me? I feel like that took me so much longer to read than it should have. Okay, let's start again. A travel writer is surprised to be sent back home. Okay, no, it's the way that this is written. It's giving me an aneurysm. A travel writer is surprised to be sent back to the home. Okay, basically she's a city girl, moved back to her hometown, runs into a new man and her ex. Okay. Guys, a lot of these are on YouTube. If you guys look up fall Hallmark movies on YouTube, they're all uploaded on there, and they're like an hour and 30 minutes long. Okay, period. I'm going to watch that while I read this new book that I wanted to tell you guys about, which is called Fall I Want by Lyra Parish. Let me show you guys this cover, because this cover is gorge. If it focuses. Okay, you guys can't really tell. I don't know, can you guys tell? It's a stunning cover, and I remember seeing this in stores, and I believe there's some foiling on the cover that makes it extra beautiful. It just screams cozy vibes. I love it. Oh, there we go. That's so much better than what it was. Yeah. Or is it the same? I don't know. Love it. What it's about so far, I know from reading the back, I know that there's going to be fake dating. He's a billionaire and he's escaping from his city life and tumbles into this little town, this little small, I don't know if it's his hometown, but it's like a small little town like Stars Hollow. And I'm pretty sure there's some fake dating involved in this to make her ex-boyfriend jealous. And that's all I needed to hear. Hello, downloaded. It's downloaded. Yeah, babe, I'm reading that ASAP. It's on KU if you guys are interested, but yeah, definitely not bad for this book. Or going to be down bad, I assume. Hopefully the writing's not terrible. I'm going to be reading that and watching a fall Hallmark movie. Hello, and I will catch you guys soon. You guys, major book update. Loving this book, clearly, because that's why I had to go run and get the physical copy of it. Also, the sprayed edges. I usually don't care about sprayed edges, but I swear this is quite literally the cutest sprayed edges I have ever seen a book have. I love, like, whoever thought of this idea did an incredible job, because it made me want it even more. Safe to say, I am really loving this book. I also want to say I am beat down right now in my PJs. I'm going to go see Dua Lipa in literally an hour. We're leaving in an hour, but I got done super early because I wanted to talk to you guys. And this is not my outfit. I'm just in my PJs because I don't feel like putting the outfit on right now. There's no reason for me to wear it right now. Anyways, I'm on chapter 23, so I only have this much left. I really didn't think I was going to love it as much as I do. I'm taken by surprise. I don't know what it is because it is so cliche. Like, this is cliche city. It's just as cliche as the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. However, I feel like that one was actually way more cliche than this was. The cliche, how many times can I say that word? Yeah, so anyway, the cliche things that are in this book, they live in Cozy Hollow. The main female character owns a coffee shop called Cozy Coffee. She doesn't own it, she works there, my bad. There are many more things. I think think I wrote it down. Hold on. Oh yeah, the main female character's name is Autumn. Well, I'm kind of confused because we are in Cozy Hollow, but it's also saying like Cozy Creek. I can't remember what the difference is between them, but they mention both of those names. So yeah, I would say those are the only things that I find very like cheesy in this story. Otherwise, I love the storyline because I love fake dating. I love a billionaire. I don't know. There's something about a billionaire romance. I don't know what it is. I know it's so unrealistic, but I think that's what I enjoy about it because books do not need to be that realistic for me to enjoy it. My camera is definitely about to die. It's on 13%. So I'm going to charge the camera, read some before I have to leave, and then we might check back in tonight, maybe tomorrow. So this is very awkward. I don't know what the heck happened once we hit 70% of this book. I respectfully wanted to drag my teeth on cement. I'm at a loss for words, honestly. My issue is once they fully gave into each other, there was just no point. There was no point to continue writing the book, in my opinion. It was truly just a contest of who loves who more. Yeah, who loves who more. They were truly, it was like an I love you contest. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. Like that's exactly what the remaining pages were filled of. And I hated it. I feel like it definitely should have ended sooner and it would have gotten its, what's the word? I don't remember. Definitely feel like it was a little bit too long and it should have been shorter and just ended it where 70% mark was, which was, I don't know, like chapter 30 or something, and it went on for like another 10 chapters and it was not needed. I just felt so annoyed at the last couple of chapters. Very disappointing because obviously I was raving about it in the last clip, talking about how much I enjoyed it and how good it is. Like it truly started off with such a bang and ended very poorly. The rating is lower than the Pumpkin Spice Cafe actually, so I actually changed my rating. I think I'm gonna rate the Pumpkin Spice Cafe a 3.5, which I probably already said in the last clip, like over text. This one, like it's still good and I would still recommend reading it, but I would stop once you hit the 70% mark and just like don't even bother reading the rest. Because honestly, it's such a waste of time. It is a waste of time. It's going to get 3 stars because it was still good, but the ending was really just dragging for no reason at all. I feel like we definitely got a good mix of hits and misses in this reading vlog. I was so excited to film this vlog and dipping into all the cozy fall reads. I think I'm now more interested in reading a little bit of like a darker fall romance, like maybe thrillers. I still haven't read Butcher and Blackbird, so maybe like those types of books. I feel like that's what I'm kind of in the mood for. I think I'm all small romanced falled out. But who knows? Again, I'm a chronic mood reader, so that might change. Otherwise, I'm going to end the video off here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you watched all the way to the end, what should we leave? Leave some coffee cups if you stayed all the way to the end. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in my next one.